Hey guys, this is Leathercraft 209. I just want to post a quick video update for a customer of mine and kind of show him the finished product of the watch. I'm losing a little bit of light, so I don't know how the lighting will be exactly, but this is the finished watch. This is a pretty common style I make. If you go to my website, you'll see actually specifically this watch design with this bracelet, and really this bracelet is made to be kind of custom fitted to the watch face. This is a Swiss Army vintage watch. They no longer produce it, but it looks really cool. It has an interglow feature, and just the rotating bezel, is cool. And it really has a good look when it's paired with a leather cuff. So anyway, this is made for George, and I just kind of want to show him the finished product. And I'll just do a walkthrough really quick. I used to make these pointed or more of an English point, but what I found is with something, because this is a 1 inch wide buckle and strap, and with something so wide that the point kind of got in the way, and sometimes if you weren't careful it could poke you. So I just ended up rounding that off. So yeah, that's the finished watch. And while I was at it, I thought I would post a video showing another design. So this watch cuff is really made for a specific watch. So if you have a watch that you want one made for and you want it custom fitted specifically, this is kind of the design. And the reason is because these tabs need to be spaced according to the watch diameter. And so in theory you could find a watch that was similar in size to this and switch out, but there may be more play, or it might be more or less tight. When I design these are kind of made to fit just right on. But what I've decided to do, and I've kind of seen this design other places, and apparently it's a pretty common design. I haven't seen them lately, but I used to have a watch band like this a long time ago. So what I decided to do was to kind of modify it, and they all work a little different, but basically they're all kind of slip through, and different people punch different slots and they slip them through differently. But the basic idea is the watch faces, and it's interchangeable. The watch faces can be slipped on and off, and you can kind of switch them up depending on what you feel like. So this is the kind of the look, and basically this will unravel, and then when you get to this point, you slip the watch through there, and then you weave this back in. I'll kind of show you in a second, but I want to show you kind of an example of what the watch kind of looks like. This is another vintage Swiss Army watch. This one does have scratches on it. I think this is the cavalry design, and but it's a cool looking watch. And this is with the brown that I used for the other Swiss Army watch. And this is a Timex. Let me move back so it can focus. And it has the interglow feature also on the dial. But I paired this with the black. And the strap on these are usually about 19 millimeters. Sometimes I'll make them 18, just so there's more of a universal fit. So you can see this Timex is pretty large. If you look carefully, you can see the pin slightly. But the reason to do that is because if you have multiple watches, let's say you have 5 watches that you want to wear on one of these, the pin sizes will all vary. And so what I try to make is something that's universal, that you could put multiple watches on. The only issue I've had is there are some watches where the watch pin is really close to the case, to the body of the watch, and so when you try to do this kind of slip through, and I'll show you how that works really quick, is you unravel that, you unravel until basically you get to the middle. And so then when you're here, you basically slip the watch through this part, and then the strap runs underneath, and then the straps pops out on this side. And the only issue I've had is this leather is still kind of thick. This is probably the thinnest I feel comfortable using. I do have thinner leather, but I use it for like lining wallets or inside wallets and cases. I don't really trust it to a watch really, and so this is what I prefer to use. It's 3 to 4 ounce leather. And the only issue I've had is sometimes when you're trying to squeeze it into between the pin and the case, is some watches, it's just the pin is too close and it won't fit. So most men's watches I haven't had the issue with. Women's watches tend to be a little bit smaller, and so the pin, for whatever reason, is usually closer to the body. But you know, I'm sure there are exceptions. By and large, it should fit most watches. Basically, once you have the watch on, you kind of slip it through, and you end up with the watch face right there. I'll show you really quick how that looks. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty common style. I've done a couple shows where people have come up to me and they remember something like this from like the 70s or 60s. So it's not a new design. I don't know how they exactly used to do it back then, but the whole slip-through idea basically allows for you to, if you're someone with 5 watches, 10 watches, whatever, that you can basically wear a slip on a new watch face, every couple of days or whatever, and have a different look. So yeah. And then of course, one of the things I mentioned before in my earlier video when I was talking about this is this still has the feature, or the safety feature I call it, where if for some reason your watch pin were to break, compared to a traditional watch strap, one part would still hold the watch onto the band. So if the bottom pin broke off, then the watch wouldn't just fall to the floor. The band wouldn't come undone, because the way it's designed, this pin would still be holding the watch. So same thing with this, same idea. If for some reason the watch pin was to come loose or to break or bend out of shape and pop off, you still have one watch pin. Whereas if you have a normal watch band and the pin comes loose, then the whole watch will basically fall off your wrist. So it does have that function also, which I like. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to kind of show you the three watches and just kind of show you the 2 designs. This is the custom order for George, and these are more general and can be used on multiple watches really. Alright guys, if you have any questions, you can message me. Also check out my website at www.leathercraft209.com. I'll post a link in the description, and I also have my email there. You can email me if you have questions, or if you want to do a custom order for a watch, or basically any other leather thing within reason that I can do. And also check out my blog. It's leathercraft209.blogspot.com. Usually I update that a little bit more because it's easy to update, and there's new stuff on there all the time, new designs I'm working on. So yeah, if you have any questions, shoot me a message on YouTube or shoot me an email, and you guys take care.